Right fellas, it's nice to see you out there again. How far did we get last time? Well, the last time we made a bit of a pig's ear getting the engine out, but it's out, it's over there, look. And the only thing that's left on this frame really is the front end. I shall be removing that and showing you how to do it. It's extremely easy. This is going to be a YouTube short, so I'm sorry if you waited a week to watch this. But it's the last step basically to get the frame completely naked, which is where we want to be before we can get it painted or powder coated. I haven't decided yet. So now I still have on this bike, the front end is still complete with forks, brakes, it's all on, handlebars, and I will be leaving it on. Okay, I won't be splitting that just yet. Later when I come to do the revision of the forks, I will split it then, but I don't want to do it now because I'll probably lose all the bits or something. So yeah, as always, gloves on, intro, let's go for it. Right fellas, well, just a quick change of video angle, just to show you that front bolt. This is pretty much the only nut that's holding all of this gubbins on, at least the top end. I'll remove that and then I'll show you what's underneath it. So this top bolt holds the steering head and all the top tree onto the frame basically. It's a 27 or a 28. I don't have a 27, I have a 28 ring. That fits on nicely. It's not very tight, he says. There we go. So once that's off, what you will find, see, I can't get that washer off with my gloves on. So my top tip of the day is a magnet. There we go. Now once that nut has been released, you need to undo the clamp bolts. Now I'll take the handlebars off so you can see that a bit more. They're just held on with Allen bolts. So they're just held on with Allen bolts. I'll just, yeah. Take those off. Take this off. We won't be steering this bike anymore, not like this. So off it comes. And there you have one steering, one handlebar off. So number one, oops, and number two. See, usually I do have this supported, but I don't have any spare paddock stands at the moment, so it's all a bit of a wobbly affair. But it's still doable. At least it's not raining or something like that. So I can't take this one off completely because the brakes are all attached to it, but I can just lift it off and move it away. Come on, come on, come on, you lovely. There we go, just move that down there. So undo this bolt here to release the grip at the top. So now that's loose, everything is loose, and it should just come off with the hand. There we go. Including the ignition lock with the special safety screws. How to get this off, if you look in my videos you will find a video I've explained how to get that off. So once we have that off, just get my magnet. We have a normal washer, a lock washer, and then you have here a lock nut or a castellated nut, and you basically need to get something in there and drive it round to unscrew it. I like to use a driving rod and a hammer This is also not very tight. If you don't have a special tool, this is one way to get it off. And just remember that as soon as this comes off, you can take the whole of the front end off, so it's going to start getting wobbly soon. Best if you have a friend with you again. So, once you've released it, there isn't much torque on this nut here. If there was too much on it, you would ruin the head bearings, because there's the head bearings have a specific amount of torque on them. The head bearings are inside here. So just put that there. So now I'm going to do it the other way around, whereas I lifted the frame, where I lifted the frame over the engine to get the frame out of the engine, or the engine out of the frame. So now I'm going to do this the other way around. To get the engine out, we lifted the frame over the engine, and now we're going to lift the frame up the front here and basically just drop the front end out. This stem is now free and the whole thing will just come out. Now, the only thing that's holding this whole thing in now, there is a tolerance fit bearing on the top of this stem. If I lift the frame and just knock the stem through, it will actually drive the bearing race out, and then the whole thing will drop down. So let's give that a try. And now, to add insult to injury, I've just discovered, after I've dropped my forks, that I can't actually hear what I'm saying because my microphone slipped into my pullover. And what I'm just trying to say is, well, that didn't quite go according to plan. And these things happen in the non-perfect world if you're on your own. These things do happen, just be aware of it. I could have used a stand or had a friend help me, but I was on my own and I didn't have a stand. And that's what happened. So I think I'm looking for the head bearing now, and I'd found it behind me. It popped out. Yeah, that's what happened here. No harm done. So I'll cut it here and move forward. I've just discovered my microphone's disappeared. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, I've done all this video, dropped everything, and you can't hear what I'm saying. So this whole video was a bit jinxed. First of all, I made a pig's ear of getting the engine out the last time. That was okay. You're doing it on your own, that's the sort of thing that happens. In getting the forks out, I've just noticed the whole time when I was talking to you, it was just my microphone slipped inside here, so you couldn't hear anything apart from just rubbing of cloth. Yeah, the head bearing popped off quicker than I wanted it to, which is why the forks fell out. You can avoid this if you have a friend helping you. Head bearing popped out. I will be replacing this, obviously. You have the top head bearing here and the bottom one is here. And when I get the frame painted or powder coated, then obviously that will be replaced afterwards. So there we have the frame, empty, forks off, engine out. And yeah, the next installment will be probably the preparation of the frame. I'm swaying towards spraying it myself. I've done it a few times, it's come out quite good. Which is probably what the next installment will be about. So thanks for watching this very chaotic episode of Forks Out. And maybe it will give you some ideas of how not to do it, or some tips on how to do it. So it's entirely up to you how you wish to take this video, either as a help or a deterrent. So it's up to you. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.